Tensions continued to rise in the city of Beit Shemesh today following a series of incidents in which ultra-Orthodox men harassed women they perceived to be dressed immodestly on the city's streets. More in this report from IBA's Aaron Viner.
The municipality of Beit Shemesh today announced plans to install 400 security cameras in the city streets. The move follows clashes in the central town between radical ultra-Orthodox Jewish men and police for perceived immodesty. Police Commissioner Yochanan Danino today told the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee that the exclusion of women is a social problem for which the police cannot provide the sole solution. He, however, pointed out that the police have been contending with the issue for some time, and he expressed confidence that the force is adequately handling the situation. Channel 10 and Channel 2 news crews came under attack in Beit Shemesh today with no reported injuries. An ultra-Orthodox, or Haredi man, was released from jail this morning after he was cleared of involvement in yesterday's stoning of a Channel 2 news crew that left one journalist injured. Further arrests are expected. Last night, Haredi residents called municipal inspectors and police Nazis as they attempted to remove signs and graffiti posted in public ordering women to dress modestly and maintain segregated sidewalks. Mayor David Eisenblech was released from jail late last night after he reportedly admitted to spitting on a woman that he found to be dressed immodestly. Finding that he doesn't pose a threat to the public, the court freed him after he paid a several thousand shekel fine. Eisenblech was captured committing the offense during a Channel 2 expose that included an interview with a little girl who has allegedly been bullied by ultra-Orthodox men. 8-year-old Naama Margolies says that she's now terrified to walk to her own modern Orthodox school alone. The incident is the latest in a series of events highlighting the exclusion of women from the public sphere, including the routine vandalization of billboards featuring women's images and recent attempts in the IDF to forbid female soldiers from singing during military ceremonies out of concern of causing offense to religious Jewish men. There's also been an increase in attempts of the ultra-Orthodox to enforce segregated seating between men and women aboard public transportation. Women who attempt to sit at the front of buses report verbal and sometimes physical assaults for refusing to take seats in the back. Activist groups have begun to distribute literature calling on women to resist segregation. Preparations are well underway for a mass rally set to take place tomorrow evening outside the Orot School in Beit Shemesh to protest the spreading phenomenon.
I think that this struggle is a struggle about what will happen in Israel in the next 20 years and what will be the face of Israel. And because of that, it's not just about advertisements, and it's not just about buses, and it's not just about women singing. It's about the face of Israel.
This is Aaron Viner for IBA News.
And staying with the issue of religious tensions in Beit Shemesh, a short time ago I spoke to the modern Orthodox community activist, Danny Wasner, and asked him if the community is on the brink of a religious war.
I think there's a very serious situation going on. Anytime we have an incident, a situation where there are 6, 7, 8-year-old girls being almost daily abused, screamed at, spit on by grown men, it's a very scary, a very troubling, and a very disturbing situation. Having said that, I'm really hoping, I'm praying that sane voices will prevail and that we will see an end to this. It seems that maybe the police are starting to act and bring in the people who are perpetrating these crimes and these other terrible acts. And others are working hard, including in our own, I guess you could call non-ultra-Orthodox community in Beit Shemesh. People are working hard to see that this stops.
Well, as you've mentioned, you've had incidents of harassment, intimidation, spitting. There was violence yesterday. A Channel 2 news crew was attacked, and viciously attacked. News crews were attacked again today. Is this being blown out of proportion by the media, or as Rabbi Stuart Weiss coined the phrase, is this halakhic terrorism?
Well, as I said, it's a serious situation. These acts, there's no other words to describe them other than despicable. To yell at a small child is a terrible thing to do. And I think it is a big, big problem. Having said that, I think that it is good that media and others are focusing attention, including everybody from the Prime Minister through other cabinet ministers, focusing attention on this issue and trying to solve it. And I hope that if enough resources and influence are put into this issue, the problem can be dealt with.
Well, as you said, police are beginning to step in, but yet just this week, one of the spitters, one of these vile spitters, was taken to court. He was fined, and his punishment was, besides the fine, ordered to stay away from Beit Shemesh for a week. Does the punishment fit the crime?
It seems to not fit the time. I think myself and many of my neighbours have a level of confidence in both the police and in the judicial system in Israel, and hopefully we will see an improvement in that situation. Hopefully the message will get through to these groups that this situation cannot continue and that we won't tolerate it. We being the community who lives next door to them, we being the community of Israel, the government of Israel, the nation of Israel, simply won't tolerate it. And I think what we've seen the last few days is that that attitude is coming forward.
What's it like to be a resident of Beit Shemesh? Here you have your own home there, you're raising your family there, and yet you're in this very tense situation all the time.
So it causes a lot of heartache. It's very sad to see these young children being terrorized. Having said that, it's a great community. We have wonderful neighbors, wonderful friends. It's no surprise that the community is a big attraction, still one of the #1 destinations for those seeking to make Aliyah from the United States and other places, because it is such a great community. And I think that that's the reason why people aren't talking about leaving Beit Shemesh, but they're talking about staying and strengthening the community and fighting what's going on, and I think we're being successful.
Beit Shemesh resident Danny Wassner.